Hello everyone. So in today's demo, I'll be show you that how that login process is working. So I'll be go through that as a coding side as well as in overview side also that how it is working. So let me take any of that application. So in whatever application you are using, so this process you will see that exactly same there. So if you so in my case I opened here as you can see there's community chatting room. In your case it could be different application that which one you are working on it, but the setup and the structure again it will be same. So for login related, as soon as we uh, land or load this application, it will be first check that user is authenticated or not. So for that, first I show you the code level, then I'll show you then UI level. Now if you see here, I opened here that app.jsx file, and in the top level I imported here mm, this one. So I imported here get auth or and that set cross data. So these two property it is imported from this util slash auth. So again I will be go in more detail. So what are those functionality inside this auth and all in that another section, but as of now you can just remember for get auth and set cross data we are using over here. And in this below, so as soon as that application will be load, we need to trigger something to check that application is uh, logged in or not, right? So in that um, component did mount, we have this function that user authenticate. So in that user authenticate method, as soon as it will become, so first it is checking that so location dot href, it is checking that cross data equal to is there or not. So this function, this is like once it will be go to for authentication purpose, right? If you see in that else part, we are redirecting to this E1, that simportal.net along with that callback URL. And below, if you see this if condition, right, it is closing over here, and this is the if condition. So this get auth equal to null. So get auth equal to null means that user is not authenticated. So it will be redirect to the simportal.net login, and it will be sent as a callback URL. So because once it will be moved to that simportal.net, and for after authentication it's supposed to come back again here, right? So this is the way it will be called. Now as soon as authentication it is done, right, so again that URL it will be pushed back to this application only, right, with that URL. So it will become here as a cross data, and it will be hit to that cross domain, then one API it will be get called to just fetch those data which is passed through that from that URL site. So once it will be called that URL, and it will come here, and some few data it will become like user related information, your country region related information it will become, and same object it is passing to set cross data. So if it is passed over here, then this method it will be capture all the setting of that data, user related all the data it will be set up. And once it is done, it will become over here. Then again one more method we are getting called, and so this one like just for notification, because so whatever data user related it is coming up over here, it will be so this method will be notified to the reducer that some data it is already updated. So that then again that reducer where and all it is trying to fetch, right? So from there it will be notify, and you can also use over there. Now in that set timeout, then we are just checking like from that URL side, I'm just simply removing this cross domain one, right? And now this method, almost this method already we explained over here, right? So let me close here. And now that initial call, so initial call is like, so as we used here that async and await, so until that process is not done, it will be hold over here only, right? And after that this method it will be get call. So once this method it is get call, then again if you see here that get auth it is getting fetch over here. We are just trying to check here that what is the user information. So so as this method like calling after authenticated user, right? So we are getting here that user information. And again I will be explaining you in the later video that what are those information, how we'll get that user related information and all from that utils file, right? I'll explain you that part in another video section. So as of now, then again it is like all the necessary calls. So in this chatting application, so as soon as user will be a load, so channel related information here it is required. So as you can see here in the initial call, that's why this uh, get channel info, that API we are getting called over here. So this is like user ID we are sending, and as soon as we are getting, again we are notified to our Redux, and Redux will be again circulate those data to across that component. And and the similar way this is the initial call. Now let me show you in the demo that how this section it is working. So I am switching to that Chrome part, and as of now you can already see that it is already logged in. So let me clear my all the data, so that redirection part and both I can show to you. So as of now it is already opened. So let me relaunch again. Oh, some issue might be. Okay, all right. So now I have to run npm start. So npm start it is running, and you can see that port number 808 8080 it is running. So I am not a logged in user, right? So as per that coding, it's supposed to be push me back to simportal.net. So let me check it is pushing me or not. So I'm just talking about this area. So first it will try to check if this area or not. If it is not, it will come here. So this section, or it is null because I am not logged in user. So it will be try to push to simportal.net. Now I'll see here, as you can see, simportal.net, and as a callback URL in that header area it will be sent with this. Now in this section, if you are not registered, right, then first you have to come to as a get registered yourself. You also can register with any of the SNN part. So in this scenario I already registered, so I'm just trying to log in with as a Google. So it will be just try to process. And you can see in the top that cross domain data with some with some ID it is showing in top right. And after few minutes you can see this part, it is just disappear from here. And this complete the chatting page it is displaying. And even though now if I even if I refresh here, so in this scenario that now I already logged in, right? So um, so that's why it is not redirecting to sim portal. And as you also can see here, my photo and all name and all it is displaying. So that similar approach it will be used that across that jungle project. So I just take a just for demo purpose that as a chatting board. In another video I'll be discuss on how that as a guest login it is working. Yep. Thank you for watching this video.